Hey guys, Doug B here, your average axe-wielding hack. Welcome back to Preset Building 101. Like I said before, the objective of this series is to show you guys how easy it is to make your own presets. You do not have to build these crazy kitchen sink concoctions. It can be as simple as an amp and a cab. It all depends on what you want. All right guys, this is part 4. Let's dig into it. In the last video, we added the delay and reverb blocks and went through the process of editing them by playing solo and then with a backing track. Like I said before, some guys may be done at this point and are ready to gig. Congratulations. I am very happy that you were able to dial in a rig in such a relatively short time. But I had mentioned in the last video that now we had a really rockin' preset, but we still need to do something for soloing. So open your editor and pull up the preset that we created. It now has 6 blocks. In 1, amp 1, cab 1, delay 1, reverb 1, and out 1. Now this is where it could split off into a few different paths. Do you just want your rhythm tone boosted, or would you like more gain? Maybe both. And maybe make the delay more pronounced while we're at it. Now all these things are easy enough to do, but by then you've lost your starting rhythm settings. Of course, the easiest way to handle this is to dial in your rhythm tone with your guitar volume backed off, so that it roars when you turn it up. But what if you aren't comfortable adjusting your guitar's volume while playing? Well, okay, let's deal with that. Let's add the drive 1 block 2 blocks over from the in 1 block. Now let's take a look at the drive 1 block. It opens with the basic tab, which is where you can choose the type of drive to use. Right now there are 63 different types of drives to choose from. Everything from boosts to full-on fuzzes. There are 4 tabs in the drive block with over 24 different parameters that can be adjusted. Now the basic tab gives you the parameters that most resemble the controls on the pedal being modeled. We had 2 new drive types added recently, the Clone Chiron and the Griddle Cake. Let's see how each one sounds, starting with the Griddle Cake going first. For right now I'm going to leave everything at the default value. Okay, let's see how this sounds. Okay, now let's change that over to the Clone Chiron. And again, I'm going to leave everything at default. Okay, let's see how this sounds. Now, if we were just going to use default settings, I'm going with the Clone Chiron. It fattens and boosts the level nicely for lead work. So hit save, and then we're done, right? Well, no, because now you have a lead preset where before you had a rhythm preset. Well, it seems like the obvious solution is to create one preset with no drive block and then another preset with the drive block. You could just switch back and forth between these presets. Boom, done. Well, not quite so fast. How about if we do something similar, but save it all in just one preset? That's where scenes come in. If you aren't familiar with what scenes are, you can think of them as 8 presets within each preset. You can turn blocks on and off with scenes, which is what we're going to do. Now this is going to be a very basic lesson in scenes. Right now our preset is set for playing leads. We're going to create a rhythm scene and a lead scene. Here's what we'll do. First, click on Scene Manager. You'll see 4 block names across the top here, like amp 1, cab 1, drive 1, delay 1. You can click on those and change them to different blocks if you want to. But right now we'll leave that just like that. And underneath each block name, there's a channel for each scene. So there's 8 different channels here. Now we're only concerned with scenes 1 and scenes 2. we need to make sure that channel A is used in scene 1 for everything and in scene 2 for everything. And it is. Now, if we were going to scene 3, all of a sudden amp 1 would be on channel C. But we're only using 2 scenes, so that's fine right now. So now that we've made our changes, we can click on Scene Manager to exit. So click on the drive block and now hit the space bar. You'll see that the graphic in the drive block has been replaced by a wavy line. That means that the drive block is being bypassed. Now go to the line underneath My First Preset, type in Rhythm, and hit Enter. You have just created your first scene. Now you can either click on the plus sign next to Scenes, or you can click on number 2 under Scene Select. The drive block should still be open. Hit the space bar again, and it activates the drive block. Now go to the line underneath My First Preset and type in Lead, and then hit Enter. You've just created your second scene. Now go back to Scene 1 and hit Save. Your preset is saved, and it will start on Scene 1 when you come back to this preset. Now you can go from scene to scene using the foot switches on the FM3 and FM9, or an FC controller or MIDI controller when using the Axe FX3. If you play while sitting at your computer, you can just use your mouse to change scenes like this. Back, forth, back, forth. Okay, looking at the cost analysis one more time, it's pretty easy to pinpoint the real-world counterpart for the Clone Chiron. That would be the Klon KTR, which is what Cliff used to model the Clone Chiron. That adds another $700 to the cost, bringing the total for this rig up to $5,110. So this rig has 2 killer scenes now. But what if we want to add other effects? You know, we could add chorus, flanger, phaser, compressor, etc. Well, in the next video, we're going to look at adding more blocks and scenes to our presets. But for right now, just enjoy your 2 scenes, switching back and forth whenever you feel like it. Okay guys, this Friday, we're going to take a look at the guitars that I use in my videos by special request. Now you don't want to miss that, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. All right guys, I will see you on Friday.